Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything I tell you is something that we produce. You're on there, man, so don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them use their play. I'm not different. When she gets it, it's all gossip. Musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for your authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you check. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. I want to go with T24. Put it to the EGK. We are living since in Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm
different.
very warm and pleasant good morning, folks. Wherever you're joining us this morning, we want to welcome you to another edition of the program from the print news here on Freedom Communications, Freedom FM 87.9. As a matter of fact, today is Tuesday and it marks the third day in the month of March, and it's good to be here to share what we have with us. We have, like usual, we look at two dailies, but today we're going to be looking at the online version of these local dailies. So before me, I have the Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer. My name is Esther Darlene Daku. Sorry, Wendell is not here today. He has some personal, stuff to attend to. That's why he's not with us today. But hopefully, we're going to have our Radio LIB partner joining us shortly. And so let's jump in. We want to quickly recognize our sponsors, Crime Stoppers Liberia. We want to recognize Mayuba and Sons Incorporated and also Exodus Best Buy store on the Gurley Street as well as Old Road. So this morning, so many trending, interesting issues or topics to talk about. We see a lot been posted on the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper this morning. And one of the top stories here from the Front Page Africa says, Ombudsman chairman accused of extorting 50% of aid salary. Panel recommends dismissal. Criminal probe. We're going to take some lines from this story. It says, an independent investigative panel has recommended the immediate dismissal and criminal prosecution of Councillor Fanli Wakanga, chairman of the Office of the Ombudsman, following findings that he extorted more than US $2,000 from his special assistant over 4 months. It says in a formal transmitted dated February 12, 2026, addressed to the President Joseph Nima Boakai, the panel concluded that Kanga clandestinely extorted funds from Mr. Francis K.D. Cooper, his special assistant, in what investigators describe as a gross violation of Liberia's National Code of Conduct. The report, signed by Commissioners Ammonia Martin and Lamin Cargo, along with Dr. C. Aaron Weir of the Ducord Institute for Social and Economic Research, details allegations that the chairman demanded 50% of Cooper's monthly salary, US $500, between April and July of 2025. Additionally, payment of US $30 to $35 monthly for phone scratch cards were also allegedly required. Interesting. Whether this is Liberia, kind of we expected. We are used to something like this. And secret recordings and mobile money trail. It says, according to the league report, a corporate share with Front Page Africa, the allegations were substantiated by secret audio recordings, text messages, mobile money transactions, records, and sworn testimony from 6 staff members of the Ombudsman Office. The panel found that over 4 months, Cooper paid approximately US $2,130 to Kanga, either directly or through an intermediary. Investigators concluded that the payment imposed financial hardship on Cooper and were made under pressure tied to his continued employment. The panel further determined that Cooper's October 31, 2025 dismissal, officially attributed to poor performance and dishonesty, was pretextual and directly linked to his refusal to continue making the alleged illicit payments. The report states that Kanga declined to appear before the panel on 4 separate occasions and instead challenged the panel's authority, arguing that subordinates could not investigate him. He reportedly attempted to redirect the matter to other institutions, including the Civil Service Agency. It is what it is. His administrative assistant, Ms. Angeline Y. McGill, alleged to have acted as an intermediary in some of the transactions, also declined to testify and filed a petition for declaratory judgment at the Civil Law Court for Monterrey County against the majority of the Ombudsman Commission. Despite these objections, the pioneer proceeded with hearings in January 2026 after expanding its membership to include representatives from civil society to enhance impartiality. It says HR director defied dismissal order. One of the most significant testimonies came from the office human resource director who refused to execute Cooper's dismissal, citing violations of civil service standing orders. According to the report, Cooper had passed probation and had no negative performance appraisal on record. The HR director also testified that he had advised Cooper discontinue the alleged payments and warned the retaliation could follow if the allegations were true. 6 staff members testified on the oath, stating that they had contemporaneous knowledge of the alleged financial arrangements. Colleagues recounted, noting that Cooper's sudden financial strain, including his avoidance of routine lunch outings, and later prompted him to disclose the alleged scam. It says the panel concluded that Kanga's action violated multiple provisions of Liberia's Code of Conduct for public officials, including exploitation of office for personal gain, abuse of power and authority, undermining public confidence in governance, institutions, and failure to cooperate with a lawful investigation. The report described the conduct as akin to modern day exploitation and warned that such behavior at the helm of the country's premier ethnic or ethics oversight body severely damaged public trust. Okay, we're not going to read the recommendations, but there are lots of stories here today to look at. Let's jump to our next story. It says Ghana police arrest 3 in Lashibi mob killing of Liberian citizen. We brought this story on yesterday, but I think this is a follow-up. This is an update. Let's see when this was published. It was published today. So this is a follow-up from what we read on yesterday concerning a Liberian who was killed through mob in Ghana, Accra, Ghana. It says the Accra Regional Police Command of the Ghana Police Service has arrested 3 suspects in connection with the death of 26-year-old Liberian national Austin Tangbe following a mob attack at an apartment complex Okay, we are back, and let's take this one. It says Supreme Court has capital arson trial cites George Whitty to Chambers conference. Interesting one. Let's look at it. The Morovia, the Supreme Court of Liberia has ordered an immediate stay of proceedings in a high-profile Capitol building arson case and cited Criminal Code A resident George Roosevelt Zewili to a chambers conference. The directive issued under the authority of Associate Justice Yusuf D. Kabar temporarily halts all actions before criminal is seized a at the Temple of Justice in Monrovia pending a March 5, 2026 reference at 2 p.m. The order stems from a petition for a writ of prohibition filed by former House Speaker Jay Fonati Kofar and several other defendants who are challenging the trial court's handling of the case. Named alongside co-filing the petition are Dixon W. Sibo, Abu B. Kamara, Jacob C. B. Debbie, Christian Kofar, John Yanti, Eric Susey, Thomas Isaac Idrich, and Stephen Brewer, all facing serious felony charges in connection with the December 2024 burning of the Capitol building in Monrovia. The respondents include George Woolley himself and the Republic of Liberia, represented by the Ministry of Justice. A case that shocked the nation. The case dates back to the shocking December 2024 blaze that engulfed sections of the Liberia Capitol building, a fire that stoned the nation and triggered immediate political and legal repercussions. Authorities described the incident as an uncharged act of arson, leading to a sweeping investigation and subsequent indictment against several prominent political figures and associates. The charges, which include arson, criminal conspiracy, and other related offenses, were handed down by a Monserrato County grand jury during its February term. It says from the onset, the prosecution, acting through the Ministry of Justice, characterized the fire as a deliberate attempt to undermine Liberia's democratic institutions. Defense lawyers, however, have consistently argued that the case is politically charged and marred by procedural irregularities. The matter intensified when defense lawyers filed multiple motions for criminal code aid, including a motion for change of venue and objection to certain pre-trial rulings. The defense now alleged that Judge Willie acted outside his authority and is seeking a writ of probation from the Supreme Court to prevent further proceedings. A writ of probation is an extraordinary legal remedy used to restrain a lower court from acting beyond its jurisdiction or from proceeding in a manner deemed unlawful. In its communication dated March 2nd, the Office of the Clerk of the Supreme Court, signed by Councilor Sam Mamalu, ordered George Willie to stay all further proceedings and or actions in a matter pending the outcome of the conference. This development freezes a trial which has been paused to enter an evidentiary freeze. Legal analysis say the March 5 conference could determine the immediate future of a case. If the Supreme Court finds merit in the petition, it could issue the writ altering the course of the prosecution. A denied proceedings before Criminal Code A could resume. For now, the nation watches closely as the jurisdiction branch confronts a case that intertwines law, politics, and public trust. And that's where we're gonna leave you. Let's see. It says ex-Liberian President George Weah urges women to defy limits as 49 graduate from Move Empowerment Program. And then court orders arrest of St. Moses Funeral Pilot CEO in alleged illegal exhumation case. This is also right here. You can jump on the online or probably buy the Front Page Africa newspaper, her copy. These stories are there. It says Saudi rice shipment becomes early test of Baka government anti-corruption drive, but experts says delay in trial is undermining public trust. Exactly. LEC MD unveils Euro 1.6 billion power reform plan, rallies investors behind sector overhaul. And then finally, we see LACC clears MI Meti Glasgow of corruption allegation. We brought that on yesterday. But so far, these are all we have from the front page Africa. Let's quickly jump to our daily observer. Okay, so we have the daily observer, Liberian observer online, and let's jump there quickly. We are going to take just a couple of stories, and then we'll pick our talking point. New customs hub signals revenue overhaul. New customs revenue over, I mean, customs hub signals revenue overhaul. Let's see what it is. I saw something like this yesterday, and we did not go through, but let's see what it says. A high-level delegation of lawmakers and cabinet members has toured Liberia's new destination, inspector facility under construction at the Freeport of Monrovia, signaling strong political backing for what authorities describe as a transformative step in revenue generation and economic reform. Led by Commissioner General James Double Jala of the Liberia Revenue Authority, the inspection brought together members of the Ways and Means Committee of both houses of the legislature, alongside senior cabinet officials to assess progress in the modeling facility expected to be completed in August. Before visiting the new site, the delegation toured the existing DI facility where spatial congestion and operational constraints highlighted the urgency of modernization. The contrast reinforced the government's argument that infrastructure upgrades are critical to combating honor declaration, smuggling, and revenue leakages at Liberia's primary port of entry. This modern DI facility will significantly enhance our intrusive and non-intrusive inspection capabilities, improve efficiency at the Port of Monrovia, and strengthen revenue performance. Commissioner General Jala said our objective is to align Liberia's port operations with modern international standards of transparency and trade facilitation. Well, let's leave you there. Eyes regional ferry to unlock maritime trade potential. It says Liberia Maritime Authority aims to enhance. Well, let's take it from here. Liberian maritime dominance has long been measured in tonnage as home to the world's largest ship registry by gross tonnage. The country commands influence at the International Maritime Organization and plays an outside role in global shipping regulation. But for Commissioner CEO Chancellor Nito Zele of the Liberian Maritime Authority, the next frontier is closer to home, turning maritime strength into faster trade flows, stronger small businesses, and a more competitive coastal economy. But let's leave it there. You can jump on the online version of the Liberian Observer, and you definitely see this story. CSA establishes new baseline for accountability. That's good, and we see more stories here. It says this is the top. It says government cracks down on wage violations at LAC. The Liberian Ministry of Labor uncovered minimum wage violations by subcontractors at the LAC concession, mandating retroactive payments, highlighting labor issues in concession, and speaking or spiking debate on work permits. But let's have this story. Interesting. It says the government, through the Ministry of Labor, has ordered two subcontracting firms operating within the Liberian Agricultural Company concession to pay thousands of United States dollars to retroactive wages to more than 500 workers following an investigation that uncovered years of minimum wage violations. Labor Minister Cooper W. Cross Sinon announced the enforcement action after a ministry-led probe confirmed that workers hired through third-party contractors were consistently paid below Liberia's legally mandated minimum wage. This intervention demonstrates that all hiring entities, regardless of contractual agreements, must comply with the Decent Work Act. Mr. Cross said at a weekend press briefing in Monrovia, he described the wage disparity as an unfair labor practice and warned employees that violations will attack frame government action. The investigation follows an assessment visit to the LSC concession in Grand Bassa County where workers complained they were earning below the statutory minimum, although LSC clarified that the affected workers were employed by independent subcontractors rather than the company itself. The ministry determined that outsourcing does not exempt employees from compliance with the law. Under Chapter 5, Section 16.1a of Liberian Decent Work Act, workers in former concession areas are entitled to a minimum daily wage of US $5.50. However, investigators found that the workers were being paid US $3.80 per day. Well, it is what it is, and let's see some stories, just headlines. It says from safety nets to economic mobility. And finally, we see expert conversationalists see Liberia Forest finance potential. So far, these are all we're going to take this morning from the two dailies we had on our decks, the Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer. We're going to take word from our sponsor, and when we come back, we will definitely bring you more. We'll bring you our talking point. So let's take word from our sponsors quickly. Okay.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. But it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must talk it. And I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Exhumation.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so go in deep and deeper.
Okay, so welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the program from the print news here on Freedom FM 87.9. We have our Radio LIB partners with us. We'll quickly cross over to you guys. Good morning, Tunis and Gus. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Your good friend, Suleiman Hashim Tunis. Live from Radio LIB here on Staten Island, New York. Good morning, Gus. Good morning, Esther. How you guys doing?
We are fine. I'm okay.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Tunis.
You all the way in Milwaukee. How's Milwaukee? How's it cool? How's it cool there?
Actually, it's not bad. Milwaukee is fine. I'm just getting up early for the show. I don't have to be in my stuff till 6 o'clock.
Milwaukee's supposed to be Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, it's in Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
How many hours?
Huh?
How many hour drive from where you are?
It was only 4 hours.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah,
so I'm glad to DC.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
All right, let me just give you a weather report quick, and then we can move on with the topic. Right now, as we stand, it's 84 degrees for the rest of the day, and it feels like 90 degrees. And the humidity is about 66, so you got a little break. Since last weekend, you've been having a break from the heat. The weather have not been too severe like previous days. And precipitations, which is expectation for rain, is only 20%, so don't worry about that. We got a lot of sun shining today. A lot of sun will be shining today. So people who fasting, you better put on your belt. You're tightening your belt because the wind is only 4 miles per hour, so there's no breeze blowing too much. Tomorrow, Wednesday, almost the same. It's 86 degrees. It feels like 93. A lot of sun shining will be there. Don't worry about rain. The percentage of rain probably might touch around 40%, and the wind is not blowing. The breeze is only 6 miles per hour. The humidity will go up a little bit because today the humidity is a little bit less. It's about 66, but tomorrow is going up to 74. So that's almost 10% different. So tomorrow is 86, like 93. Thursday might have a little bit of rain, probably, because it's showing on the radar here, it's 70% chances of rain, and also almost 80% humidity. So as the days go by, the humidity will increase, the percentage will increase on the humidity. So that's about it for your 3 days, today, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I hope you cope with it. Back to you guys.
I think Aliyu is trying to join us, but Aliyu, you need to connect your camera and your microphone. That's what it says. you will need to connect your microphone and your camera before we can have you on. So, you guys listen to all of the different stories we've read. I'm sorry we don't have the the hard copy in our hands, but we look at the front page Africa, we look at the Daily Observer. I bet you guys were listening, and we could pick any topic from that. So you guys can go ahead, pick the topic, and we can discuss.
Topic. You the veteran. Right now, you're scared ahead before they send you to Iran, so you better pick the topic.
No, I ain't got the topic. Y'all pick the topic. I was in and out. I wasn't feeling well, really.
I mean, I came in when I met. I think they were a little bit blackout, and they came back.
Yeah.
The topic will go on it.
Ali, what do you think? Ali, are you with us?
Ali is not here yet. I can see he's trying to come in, but they say his device is not connected.
Man, Ali, don't make you close to the capital city.
Okay, I think he's on. He's here. Let me bring him in. Okay, he's here with us. Good morning, Ali.
Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Gus. Good morning, Bro Tunis. Good morning, Mama Labira. Glad to be here this morning.
How's the fast treating you, man?
Alhamdulillah, thank God, it's okay. We're moving gradually. At your end.
Same. Esther, what you say?
I say not easy. I'm saying it is not easy. I say most of my Muslim brothers, when you see their faces certain part of the day.
Yeah, because of the weather over there, like for us here, it's very cool. So we won't wear it. But over like now, looking at the weather report, so today we don't have their faces to be, but that's it.
But Esther, you just say you're supposed to be fasting for 40 days, and you laugh at us. Ali, you've been listening to the headlines from the news, the two popular newspapers in Liberia, I think Front Page and Daily Observer. So we're looking for the story that stood up for this headline.
For me, what I was looking at this Ambrose Mayor story, yes, and also when it comes to this decent wear bill or decent wear act in Liberia from the Labor Ministry, these are the two things that, yes. Because this Ambrose man, I think that one of the integrity institution over there that's supposed to be checkmating the government and making sure that things are done the right way. That the last time they see Ambrose man came out that the president should dismiss people who are holding governmental position at the same time they are holding political party position. And he been speaking on this, and I think recently again, I saw similar thing he was talking about. Why should people be serving in government at the same time you party secretary general, you party chairman, and he was coming up with all of these things. And now we're hearing about corruption scandal within the Ambrose man. This is something I can't really tell. I really know why this government that came to rescue the people. They talk about transparency, accountability, but every sector of this government, that corruption allegation. If we hear about corruption in the Ambrose Mayor again, I don't really know which part of the government sector left that we haven't heard about corruption. So that's one of the things I was looking at. And also the Labor Ministry did that decent where for me, actually, I will always say the Labor Ministry is one of the problems in our country. Because if you can see the way the world is looking now, looking at the economy, looking at the hardship, if you can get people in Liberia, they do nothing, but just leave their house, they go sit down, hold their call us as kids, they call it themselves lawmaker. You pay for their gasoline, you buy their scratch card, you buy their car 2 times in a year. You pay for their house they are lying down in, you pay their office staff, you pay their horse brought to their horses. At the end of the month, you pay them 10, 15,000. And you see somebody that you are not doing any of this thing for them, but you're telling them to be making $5 or 50 cents or $5 per day. The Labor Ministry is one of the problems in that country. You still have people in Liberia working making 10,000 Liberian dollar a month, 15,000, 16,000. So for me, the labor ministry, that decent wear or decent wear bill, minimum wear or whatsoever they call it, they really need to work on it. I don't think Liberians deserve to even say make $300 a month because the money is there. They can make the laws. This lawmaker, they are one of the department. They can make the laws. They need to do so much amendment in our constitution, in our labor laws and other things. Looking at what our country is faced with and the whole world, I believe, in my mind, the money that is in our country, nobody deserves to even say make less than $300 a month. So that's my take. Thank you.
Okay, Gus?
Yeah, I don't.
You got the gist now, so.
Yeah, I don't get wrapped up in that stuff, man. I'll be honest. Yeah.
You hate to hear about ombudsman, eh?
No, I mean, the thing is useless. We develop a position that is really, I mean, it's not doing anything, right? The issues that this position is supposed to actually try to straighten up, the position does not have the arm to be able to. So why even, you know what I mean? It don't matter. So, I mean, I don't have much to say about it, you know. The rules
But
about
the headline today is very easy. You can just choose. One is the ombudsman, and the other one is how you call it. Let me just give it to you quick. And just a minute. It's very easy to deal with. The ombudsman, and then you have Ghana police arrested 3 in Laibi, mob killing of Liberian citizen. And then you have the Supreme Court hot capital arson trial, side Judge Willie to Chamber Conference. And then you have ex-president George Weah, women to defy limit as 49 graduate from movie empowerment program. And then last but not the least, court order arrest of St. Moses Funeral Pilot CEO in alleged illegal exhumation case. I think they went and exhumed illegally somebody's body and transported it to somewhere in Bon County. So these are the 5 headlines.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you can illegally exhume somebody's body.
Exactly, because I'm told it's a family thing.
Yeah,
This other person or the group of people want the body to be buried this place. The other group too wanted to be buried at another place. And I think one of the group from here hired them to go ahead with that. So I don't know whether they should be holding the family member responsible or they should hold the funeral home. I don't know.
No, so
the funeral home is supposed to be hold liable for that because they did it illegally. They should have brought a court order before them, because you can't go bury someone and legally bury the person and go again exhume the body illegally. Could have to be involved now. Why exhuming that body?
But
yeah.
So if I die, well, I love the law. I love America.
Why are you giving me a sample?
No, because I'm gonna die. That's a fact.
Go ahead.
If I die, there's only 2 people, and the most important person in my life will be my spouse that can make that decision. After that, my children. So they ain't no my cousin, my grandma, my this and that. That's the reason why we fight too much. The law is, even in Liberia, my spouse, has the right to do stuff to my body. That's why I married them.
So let's assume that you're not married.
Let's assume that you're not married. They're your children. Your children.
But I think that's the case here now.
Okay.
And again, what I'm thinking, if when you die, you bury, they're supposed to bring out a death certificate, and that death certificate had to be recognized by the government of the country. That means you are a dead person now. Nobody have to deal with you anymore. To go exhume that body from there should be a court.
No.
You have to go through a court. Otherwise, everybody will be exhuming body from one place to another and they become chaotic.
No, Tunis. So the only reason why government is involved in death certificate is, again, to relieve the government technically of any responsibility of that person. Because when a person is alive, the government owns responsibility of taking care of them, making sure we provide all these things. When somebody died, they just take them off the record. That's the only reason why we have death certificates. So we know that.
Yeah, you're right. But if you have a funeral pilot, that's your business, a registered business, you have to be very careful how you go about handling your body, especially when they are buried.
But a funeral pilot only deals with, even in America here, they only deals with a family. There's no municipality or court that has anything to do with any of that, except if, say, somebody, the funeral pilot went and did something unilaterally, right, without the family concern, then the family can sue them. But if the family is aware, and I mean, you can take them to court all you want, if the court just have to decide which family had the right to that body. That's it.
Okay, and then if the family who has the right didn't give you the go ahead to do it, then you become
exactly
liable for your action.
Correct.
Okay.
So in this case, the funeral home is being held liable for it.
Right.
Of course, because first of all, this is a dispute between two family members. Okay, let's say two family. And then you are a neutral person, you are a business person to take care of this body. You already buried the body. They can't send you as a registered business person to just get up from your office and go exhume the body. They have to bring a court paper because you don't want to be involved.
But why people think about it? Yo, man.
Tunis, think about it. Tunis, if you look at this story, more than likely, the same people that went to St. Moses to bury this body are the same people that went back to the business. So how can you blame the business? Because in the end, what will happen is somebody told the business to do the job. And the business, that's the business job. That's the kind of thing that...
You're right, but to free your own, you have to free your business out of any conflict like what it is now. You ask them to bring a paper from the court because the body is buried now.
Yeah.
The body is buried. Yeah. You don't want to get involved into any chaotic like what is going on between them now. You want to clear your side. So ask them to go to find means of getting the court involved. If you find paper comes from the court, you can do it.
Too many, how you call it in Liberia, we can do it. Let's move on.
Exactly. Instead of dwelling on body issue today.
No, I mean, it's just to clear your side. It's not like right now they got involved because probably they did not get any court paper. And somebody just came in front of them and say, hey, we bury our mom, we want to go exhume our mom or our pa or our relative. So please go exhume it for us. To exhume a body from underground, it have to be a court order.
No, Tunis, they don't.
Except go and find out.
Yeah,
so you can't just go in the graveyard and exhume a body.
But now, to exhume the body is for me in my mind it's almost like going to do invasion where you need to get a court order because this is an issue now between two families. When you bury the body and then the other family say, no, we have to take the body this other area. So we have to know who really had authority over the body. If my wife will say, oh yeah, you take my husband's body on this side, and my brothers and sisters say, no, this is where we want our brother to be, the court will be the one to say, okay, no, the woman have the final say. You see, so I think it was better for them to do it that way to avoid what they are going through today. Like a funeral home, you should be able to ask what is going on, who gave you the legal authority, who really owns the body, and then they will bring some documentation to you that you will be able to look at. You say, okay, then you do your fact finding because we are good at getting paper from World Trade Center, and then you proceed. At the end of the day, tomorrow, in case of anything, you will use this document to defend yourself. So I think that that was the right thing they were to do.
Right. So in the end, the only reason why we're only talking about this is this dispute, right? So in a dispute case, just to get this thing right, then you can involve a case, you can involve a court. But I just want to make it clear, if there's a dispute, yes, the court needs to be involved. But in no other cases where there is no dispute, right, there is no issue with assuming a body. For instance, you can assume because of certain instances. Okay, we saw what just happened at what you call it, Central. What's the the in Central Morovia going towards Mamba Point cemetery there, where they assumed the former leaders or whatever that was buried in there. Okay,
yeah, that's how you call it, graveyard. You mean Center Street? Yeah. You call it grave. What is the graveyard again?
It used to be Center. Yeah, that was what it was. Center Street.
No, it have a name.
Center Street Cemetery. Is it the Palm Grove?
Palm Grove.
Palm Grove.
Yeah. So Tunis, like you and I that was here when our parents died, we can assume them and say, hey, I want my parents to be buried back. We're here. I got a protected property that I want my family member to be at. That's all you're doing. And that does not require court. But in the case of, say, like you said, dispute, and my brother, you used the wrong stuff, but you know what? You're right. That's how Liberia is. My brother didn't want me to bury it, but my wife wanted me. When a man married, you need to get out of it. That's the man and his woman business. You're not there anymore. There ain't no brother coming and say to man, you move my brother.
The cemetery, Palm Grove Cemetery, run by a particular agency, or you controlled by some kind of organization or corporation. So they have, before you get involved in exhuming your body from there, you have to go through them, and they have to see a legal paper from you, that person you exhuming, name on it. You can just come from Bon County or Kidma and say, oh, my man Blaine here, and you go there with machine and start exhuming body from there. You'll be arrested and you'll be charged.
No, that would be illegal. That's what I was saying. We all agree. This is why funeral home and businesses are not play things, Tunis. This is a anomaly, right? It's not like this is happening all the time in Liberia. So the only reason why we've been discussing it, there's an argument. But when you go exhume a body, obviously the place that own that place know who's in there. Matter of fact, let's not even go there. Liberia don't know who's buried where, man. They don't even know who's born where.
No, not this time. They have a decent graveyard now in Liberia. They're very clean, just like America here.
I know that one. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, Liberia.
They taking care. Look at the man. What the man? Our senator from right here, Maggie. Look at Maggie mother's grave. It's like a whole house. You can go and sleep by the home. You drink coffee and all that. You know. But so seriously, sometimes the thing that we overlook, and sometimes it come back to haunt them. That's what this pilot did. The funeral pilot. They know they are responsible for those kind of things, and they need to ask for people, even if there's no dispute. The cemetery enough for them. They can't just tell them go exhume and then go walk there and exhume the body. They have to go through the people.
Well, I don't think they did that. The report did not say that. The report said that there's a dispute amongst the family. That is the issue. The cemetery. See, Moses, here's the thing, Tunis. You and I know this. I don't care how anybody, if I read a story, there's certain things I pay attention to. See, Moses has been around forever. See, Moses is not a stupid entity, right? I think they know all the laws. Don't forget, this same Moses, this current government that's in there, you said they were, how you call it, there were 3 dead bodies that's we had and took it. These people are not stupid, man. This is a established business. They know what they're doing.
Been doing this thing that they get away with it. It's not just this case. There's other cases listed in the story that they have been going through. They settle it out of the court.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm concerned as to whether this is our topic for the day because I see you guys keep going, back and forth with
If you
it.
want to change it,
But
he brought the ambush.
definitely the ombudsman story, I think, is an interesting thing we all should talk about because this is a issue of transparency or people taking advantage of people, at workplaces because they have the power to do it, or they feel that they are the leader there and they can do anything and just go away with it. From what I see in from this story or in this case is this chairman in question should be dismissed because this is very unfair. If you follow the story, you will learn that this person is his assistant, and you request 50%. I don't know on what grounds, but 50% of this guy's salary, imagine, has been going to him. And we are told that for the past 4 months, I mean, it happens to anybody. You get demotivated when you know that you're supposed to be making a specific amount of money at work, a place where you work, you leave your home every day, go to work, go home at the end of the day, you get a little of nothing that cannot even, handle your daily activities, your daily activities or home activities and all of that. So I'm told that this guy declined in his work. He became dishonest at work, and all of that. And now this guy went ahead and dismissed him, where the HRO of the entity saw that there was no reason to grant this dismissal, and he have been going back and forth. He have been called for investigation, and he refused to go for investigation, saying that they are below him. They are his subordinates. They cannot investigate him. He's trying to refer them to other entities, to carry on the investigation and all of that, which is a sad thing. For a fact that you even look at someone who works as your assistant in your office, the person comes to work to and from every day, and you take 50% of their salary. I'm still yet to understand on what grounds. Why was his salary taken, 50% of his salary taken and given to this guy? There are text messages, there are audio recordings and all of that, substantiating the fact that he actually did this thing.
So the Liberian government workers, they are not satisfied with their salary alone. They want to get rich overnight, and they want to find the easiest way to do it in a way that they will not feel that they're extorting money from somewhere from the government. This is what brings all these things. These are greedy sort of people you see in this government right now. This is what brings up all these things. You making your money, you are the chief there. You are the watchdog for everyone, and you doing something like that. How do you think? Then what do you think? Mm-hmm. The greedy people, they want to make all the money at the same time in the overnight. Why? The same thing you were saying here, or somebody had just said, Ali said, that the legislature, member of the legislature, they're getting every 3 years free $45,000 car, free swash car, free salary coming in, gas is coming in that car, paying people who are working for them in their homes. What are they doing so much for poor people all over the country? Children are going to school. What is the impact they are doing? What they put in there for? Then you, the watchdog over the entire country, you're doing this kind of thing. You go see that man's house since he been given that position. Go see his home and see how decorated it is. And that home might be in fence. Just for our money, our salary, our tax money. He ain't making no business. Go and see, he ain't got no business nowhere. But he living comfortably. Now, we just talking about this, but he's not going to be fired, especially when he's coming from a Lofa area there.
And it's a sad thing. He did not just extort the man of his salary, the scratch card that you have come to him. I mean, every other incentives, he took them.
Yeah, because he's not satisfied with what coming to him. And it's not only that man doing nothing too. Only this man came up with his own. But he's doing it to every one of those people over there, just to get rich overnight. But no matter what you do in this world, one day your butt will come out. That's what happened to him now.
And this is a call to speak out, because I bet this is not the only institution this is happening to. There are several other institutions in this country that people are working. They have been marginalized. Look at the case from our Ministry of Labor, the story we read from the Ministry of Labor, where you're supposed to be paying the people $5.80 per day. You're paying them $3.80 per day. At the end of the day, how much money goes to them? I mean, the labor ministry really needs to get on top of the game for the fact that they have a lot of other institutions in this country that people are going through this very thing.
The labor ministry will not get, because his cut is there. You only looking at that $3, that $2 something cent as the way you're calling it. But can you imagine if people everyone is doing it to put it together? You know how much it will come up to? That's not small money there. You only looking at it that small. Like you buy 1 gallon of gas, the profit is 1 cent. But can you let's say the profit is $1. Can you imagine if you sold 1 million gallons? You become a millionaire right there.
Oh yeah.
So don't look at the $1 1 gallon. Look at the amount that coming. That's what's going on here. All of them involved in this. When they're sitting there on our table, they're laughing at us. We're stupid. We don't know nothing that is happening in Liberia right now. But anyway, we don't have time. You can take some calls.
Yeah, hopefully the president is going to respond to it, because I'm told there's a communication currently on his desk concerning this thing. So
thank you.
Hopefully he's going to say something about it, and
they will say God never lied to own people. Now what coming up? The president say God can make land. God not lying on people.
But folks, it is what it is. This is Liberia. These are the things that people are experiencing at their place of work, and this can cause a serious emotional drain on anybody, for that matter. You go to work at the end of the day, what you're supposed to earn, I mean, you don't get anything. It's a sad thing to be in your own country and this thing is happening to you. And finally, luckily for him, people were able to stand up for him, like the HR and other people who are willing to testify to what is happening. It's sad. But let's go to the telephone line. Let's hear from you. We don't have, we have already eaten all of your time.
Before you go there, please, because we don't want to make this last. Can we just send a shout out to Kadi for her birthday today?
Hey, yeah, you see, I just hear writing birthday request for her. So, yes, you're right. So, on behalf of the entire crew, the Print News crew, we want to say happy birthday to you, Madam Kadi Passaway, as you celebrate your birthday today. Even though we started the birthday celebration yesterday for you. We want to say happy birthday to you as you celebrate today. We're wishing you all of the desires of your heart. May God continue to richly bless you, in all of your endeavors. We wish you a happy birthday celebration today. And also on behalf of the crew here at Freedom FM, because you are family, we want to say happy birthday to you, celebrating Grand Star.
The only thing we want to get from you, Kadi, please share the cake with us. Don't leave us.
Hey, we're going there on is it Saturday the 7th? Yeah. When Dora and I will be going there. Gus is supposed to facilitate our trip, so we are still looking up to Gus.
Kadi,
Tunas, you guys there?
Yes, I got there.
Okay, I'll say something.
The Kadito were going to forget about her. She was saying, I hope that people forget about me. And they step here on Saturday, they will feel the pain. Kadi was smarter than you. We can't forget. Your birthday today.
I know. All right. So let's come to we're not doing justice to our online followers Tunis,
You
you
want me
will help us
you
to
want me to
read.
recognize them quick?
Yes, please do that.
Henry T. Tucker, thank you for your post. Terry F. Conner, thank you so much. Kadi say hi. Comedian T. Spur, he said good morning. And Melu Fofana said good morning. Good morning. William Wolo said Liberian Civil something. Good. Thank you for the post. Thank you so much. Living all the way Caldwell. Eric Tyler say I'm following from Village Israel. Thank you so much. Kadi say I'm here having a good day. Kadi, today your birthday. We recognize that. We pray that you live and have fun. Okay?
Exactly.
Gus, please do. Gus, you ask for something. Or Kadi say, please do. Okay, back to you. Yeah, thank you for your comments.
Okay, so let's hear from you guys. 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. You heard our talking point, and of course you want to make your contribution as always. So our lines are open. Let's take our first person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing, Esther?
I am fine. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is Gerla Moore from Robert G. Highway. Hi, Denise. How you doing?
I'm fine, Gary. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
Thank God.
Well, I give God the glory that you're always on the radio, 13.5 hours, right? I want God to strengthen you. People are coming not too well in health. That's why I don't call this time like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, how my girlfriend doing? Your wife?
Ask her, Gary, if she have a WhatsApp.
Yeah. Do you have a WhatsApp number, Curly?
No, I don't have I got, because for my training now, so I got my play daughter. I have to contact her. But you can call me by this number. Yeah.
Just be on the line. Let me copy. Just be on the line.
555.
Yeah. Say that again.
755.
Yeah.
6820.
66.
755. 6820.
6820. Okay. I got it.
I got it. Yeah. Anyway, the reason why I asked for the WhatsApp because these days we don't buy numbers. We don't buy minutes again. We just call directly by.
Yeah. Exactly. WhatsApp. Of course. But keep your calls coming in. I didn't mean to cut this off. But 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. Let's go back to the line. Hello, welcome.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. This is Manuel Cody. I appreciate the effort of people. But it's all about our living in Liberia here. It comes to the private sector set. It's difficult for us to something that you are not expecting or see or embarrassed or putting up money. You are not working for $10 a day. But you got $10 for that day.
See that?
So we gotta put things in and make things happen the way it's supposed to happen because you work for the money, by the end of the month you can't be. So I get effort.
You're coming in broken, but I think you have made your points. Let's go to this other person. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm from Marshall.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the concern I have is what you're speaking about. It's very serious. This country, at least, didn't get what we should get. So the Marshall, like that, big company.
Can you lower your radio behind you?
All right. Yeah, as I was saying. So the owner paying the people. That's why the security is making less than $100. And have a lot of things and things you take it out and you can't get even. And going in which to sustain your family, you can't get it. So it's serious. I think the government needs to do something. So and if you tell it to your people to manage their stress in their living.
Okay. Thank you very much. It is what it is. And we hope that the Ministry of Labor will be on top of their game, because this is important. You cannot have your people working, already we know what the minimum wage is, and then at the end of the day, these people are exploiting them, taking a portion of their money for so long, and all of that. It's a sad thing. But that's why we are here this morning. We're here to talk about these things. We are here to flag these issues when they are happening in our country, because these are the only way our voices can be heard, just by using the radio. Hello, welcome.
Good morning, Hector.
Good morning. Good morning, Masisi.
We say happy birthday,
morning.
Just take it for it. Yes. I want to say, who working to say that? Hello, you getting me?
No. What did you say?
I said, yeah, but somebody working and they're not paying them.
Oh no, it is the ombudsman office. He has been caught for investigation. He has been taking this guy's salary, 50% of someone's salary there at the institution, taking it for his own personal gain. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, my daughter, thank you. Now I want to know the ombudsman was talking the last time. Oh, if you get one two position, right? Be your chairman, the secretary, and be in the government sector, and be deep person in the stuff. So they in the 40 down. Like on Zogo, then you see, who see, no, like worker for you. They put one change, they change a year, they change card, they show face, they validate setting. So when I bring the ombudsman, all the people I show you they make proper on Zogo and Zoki. I'm telling you, everything has to be. Nothing working out of that thing. What's going to be after that? That before, putting more people in the United States, the one that went after him.
Thank you, Masisi. Thank you, Masisi.
It went nowhere. I'm a glass for me that one investing by now. They now I'm a glass for that you were corrupt. And now they want one or case. They're not come by to tell the post salary for what happened at that place. So then they to pay her money back. But they then you also have the government free part of trade the late that day, and they will tell them about the more people around say, oh, I'm wicked. They see they wanted to say it today. And they want to that we are going to play now. In my own now we hear that we are go.
They're going after him because he's going after them.
We are going. It's drinking a tea. It's drinking a champagne. It's just watching the whole show now. I am going on. The same one I was putting for us. Or if I am both or putting for us. I'm on my salary. I'm on now your photo. Where is it today? You are the ministry of health of crying. Don't talk to one they cheap. We're talking it. But the problem is to power for worker. Once they spend opportunity, and you say you will not run no car, that for 1 million, but you run barrel. So then you run part of 2 million car. Then you see that one, that serious country. Mandela will fall inside your steady time.
Okay, Masisi. Let's have another person. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. You are our last caller.
Esther, darling.
Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say hi to Senior Brother Tony, Goff, and Aliu. Yeah, this is the voice of Idrissa.
Go ahead, Idrissa.
Idrissa Stomba is my name. Yeah, Esther, this is a sad time for our nation. I will always say this. Because you get a regime that only lawless things you see happening. The men will say, on the other side of that mosque, the other side, they go the contrary. I'm not being misguided or just being grossly incompetent. Now why really I can't figure that out. I don't know why this regime and Baka, Mr. President, he told that you can't do the Liberian people work and you have the experience. But you cannot do just flip-flopping, grossly incompetence. So yeah, my sister, when they go save our land, so I always say this to Senior Brother Tunis. Yeah, Senior Brother Tunis, into the country, for our job, for me, I'm a Muslim. I'm going to put a God, you purchase me one gun, Brother Tunis, please, and Brother Aliu. I want one gun, like Idrissa Stomba, your five brother.
Okay.
I want gun for the Ramadan to pray. Please.
How much is the gun? Ask him, how much is the gun?
He's asking how much is the gun.
I won't buy the $50 gun.
Okay, $50, you must sit down there. You better go back to that.
Yeah, I said, everyone to your holy. Won't you do that, bro? What I hear today?
I'm very surprised to meet the bottom.
Send me your number.
My number is 0888 2047 52.
0888 2047 62.
Yeah, 2047 52.
And what's your name?
Your name?
Idrissa Sombai.
How you spell it?
IDRESA.
Please text it to me, yeah, please.
Idrissa.
Don't say
I
thank
hope
you.
I got Idrissa last name. But once you see Idrissa, I know it's Idrissa's number.
Yeah, I will look for the somebody. Somebody had a common name for the VAR. So
Okay. We cannot take more calls. I see calls still rolling in, but we don't have the time. So let's hear your
part. Out of time right now. Let me go to the veteran. Bus.
Yeah. So, thank you. You know, I'm glad Master C voiced that out. So, Unity Party is very smart. You know, the Ambrose man, a few days ago, has been going after them, Mo Ali and them Unity Party officials that have violating the code of conduct. Remember, the code of conduct was a big thing on the matter, President. We had code of conduct. None of that issue we had, but that's what they did. So now they say, they may have taken money, so they can divert the argument that the code of conduct has been violated. So this is why they're going after this man. So now, instead of us talking about the code of conduct, we will start talking about the man took somebody's paycheck. The people, man, they're a bunch of corrupt people. Thank you.
And you?
Yes, thanks to the caller, thanks for my yeah. That just say that Unity Party, they know how to bring you down. Yes, that just say that we know how the Ambrose man been on this government for respecting the code of conduct, even asking the government, the president to dismiss some people and do some shifting. So right now that they're going after him now, they're going to silence him. He's not going to speak anymore. And that is it. And like I said, I think that place was one of the integrity institution. And when we hear about corruption allegation, and then it will be like, wow, what's going on? So that's the end of the Ambrose man. We are not going to hear anything there again. They are not going to come after people when they start going after the boss. But that is it. But when you're using this thing here, or tap send to send money, once you put in the person number, you don't need a name, because tap send immediately they will bring out the person full name. It is up to you now to confirm, oh yes, that is it. Because I have been using tap send like for 3 years now, and that's how it is. You just put the number and they will give you the person full name. Yes, the only thing they ask you whether the person will Lone Star or Orange. When you select Lone Star or Orange, when you put it, if that number is not registered, they will tell you nope, the money can't go because the number is not registered.
I tried to register with them one time. They started giving me all kinds of headaches. They told me to upload my ID. I did, and they started giving me. Now later, after a few weeks, they called me back. Oh, my man, we're ready to register. You must say I was tired with them.
And last day, a caller called, and he was saying something that you working, you making $5, but when you miss 1 day from work, they call $10 from your pay. And that have been something that have been happening for you, because I experienced that so many years working back home. You will be working for $1,000, and when you miss 1 day, they call up to $250 to $300 from your salary because you miss 1 day. Like I said, the labor ministry, they really need to work. They are one of the problems in that country. When the labor inspector goes around, all they care about getting envelope. Like I came across a video yesterday, people are working with a company. They are a cement company where you go to work. There is no hand glove. There is no helmet. No, they using slipper. Can you imagine in Liberia this time, this kind of thing happening? Why is something happen to them? But when labor inspector goes there, they get the envelope. They go on by their business. They will only tell you, my man, you'll be hustling here. And what will they do when you leave that $50 job? Where are you going? It is so sad. 178 years old country.
We are out of time. We're taking extra time. You guys, you guys can join us this evening by 11 p.m. in your time, in our time here, 6 p.m., so that we can at least go into this discussion more and see what we can do. We got 2 hours to do that. So please join us this evening when we're out of time right now.
Yeah, of course.
We're taking in other people commercial time. Yeah, thank you again. This is your good friend Suleiman coming to you from the Big Apple, New York City. We'll see this evening. Back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Folks, we have to go. Today is March 3rd. We'll be here again on tomorrow for the midweek edition of the program from the Print News. My name is Esther Daku. I had the entire Radio LIB crew with us. Do have yourselves a great day. And once again, we want to close by saying happy birthday to you, Ma'am Kadi Passaway. As you celebrate your birthday today, we are wishing you all of the best. Bye-bye from our end.